There's nobody here. What was that?
That sounded like something dragging.
That was something dragging.
Wow.
What is that? Have you heard anything like that?
And the moment we cross the threshold, something utterly unexpected greets us. The castle wasn't even open for the night, yet something inside had already claimed the stage. Minutes earlier, John and Tracy left a REM pod in the empty kitchen, an electronic tripwire that only reacts when its field is broken. Now, with no one in the room, it was screaming for attention.
Just come in here and a REM pod was going off in the kitchen area that's just been set up by Tracy and John, and there's nobody here.
And just as abruptly as it began, the room fell silent. Proof that here the timetable belongs to the spirits, not to us. With that unscheduled prologue echoing behind us, we move deeper into Menzies, toward Dewar Hall, our war room for the night. There, a mix of seasoned sensitives and first-time seekers would soon divide into teams, fan out through centuries-old chambers, and discover what else refuses to stay quiet inside these walls. If the kitchen was the spirit's first hello, the corridor ahead is their invitation. But before we charge in, you need to know why this castle draws us back, again and again. For more than 5 centuries, Castle Menzies has anchored Clan Menzies' stronghold in Highland Perthshire, a 16th century Zed plan fortress that's weathered sieges, Jacobite rebellion, and even a World War II ammo dump. Its corridors once echoed with the footsteps of history. Bonnie Prince Charlie slept here on 4th February 1746 while marching to Culloden. Just 4 days later, Redcoat troops occupied very same halls.
I swore to Prince Charlie within these very walls. 4 nights later, Cumberland's redcoats dragged us out.
But stone and timber aren't the only things that endure. Caretakers tally numerous spirits, from executed soldiers to a mischievous child.
Name's Donald Menzies, thief, they said. Tonight a McGregor slit 2 guards' throats and hauled me up these stairs.
Yet one name surfaces again and again. Lady Anne, the elegant singing chieftain's wife said to rule in the afterlife as honourably as she did in the living. Investigators and guests, ourselves included, have heard her sing, greet, even whisper, "Oh hello there" in empty rooms. Others report a grey lady drifting through the lower vaults, disembodied footsteps on the stair, and an entity bold enough to follow visitors home.
They called me witch, locked me beneath damp stone. Hear the chains? They're rusted now, but my anger isn't.
After a decade of return investigations, REM pod hits, phantom footsteps, and now Lady Anne's name on tape, we've only scratched the surface. Tonight, 2 teams from our premium club and the public dive deeper than ever before. We start where the castle breathes heaviest, under the Great Hall inside over 600-year-old vaults.
Do we have everybody in, Lisa?
I think so, yeah.
Should we just get started? We'll try and do some calling out and see if we can get anything to happen in here. What was that?
That sounded like something dragging.
That was something dragging.
We've had that before. It sounds like the room above us, but there's nobody in the room above.
Moments after that dragging sound echoed from the empty pink room overhead, the tri-field lit up, a sharp half-scale spike that blindsided the whole team.
Oh!
Thank you.
You listen to this?
Yeah, I'll freak out.
Okay. So that's a magnetic field. It's picking up a fluctuation in the magnetic field. It's screaming. It just stopped.
I just got a message from my spirit doctor saying I'm hiding.
I'm hiding.
Why?
Right.
I'm hiding! One of our guests fired back into the dark. Why? The words hung in the vault like a dare, and we waited to see if we would gain a reply.
Can you do that again? Can you go next to that meter again? Oh, that's big spikes. I can see it now in the camera. Oh!
Look, there's this music box in the
Music
hall.
box just went off in the hall. Can somebody go and check, see if anyone's there?
No, there's not.
Oh, this is screaming.
Thank you.
Right, okay.
Can you knock now?
Is anybody there, Greg?
No.
I can see through the top.
Could you just film that whole area to show
Yeah.
there's nobody there? This just went up halfway and a scream there. You see that?
There's things lying around you can play with.
Oh. This is halfway. So the magnetic field is going absolutely crazy here, and at the same time,
Wow.
At the same time, the music box is set off, which is motion.
We invited the presence to prove itself. Instantly the tri-field needle slammed high, and boom! The corridor music box whirred to life untouched by human hands. When multiple devices light up in perfect sync, Castle Mingus shows why it's in a league of its own. And tonight, that was only the opening act.
So we've just finished off our first session here at Castle Mingus. A good one down in the dungeon area. Greg, noises above our head.
Yeah, clear footsteps. I saw somebody was in that room above us moving chairs around, but there's nobody in that room. We specifically did it this session, so there was a floor between the groups. But there was definitely somebody moving about on that floor above. Plus the music box went out in the corridor outside us, and we double checked.
Yeah, movement on the music box, tri-field going off, and those footsteps and dragging noises above us. Not a dragging.
No, drag in.
That's my Scottish accent. That's fine. So looking forward to the next session.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. We've got the premium members group next.
While we regrouped downstairs, our premium club team took position by the kitchen, where that REM pod screamed before nightfall. Watch how their simple yes-no drill turns into a dialogue on demand. Here's a glimpse. The full uncut exchange is waiting for you inside the premium community.
Hey Billy, if it was an accident, can you set the music box off for me, please? Right, it was an accident. Yeah. Billy, is there more than one of you in here? Yeah. Don't even finish the question. Okay, if there's another child, can you set the music box off for me, please? Thank you. Is Billy still in here? Yeah. Sorry, I was just asking a question. That is quite good though, because they're interacting with both.
So we were one standing over there and one standing there.
Yep. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, amazing.
As our premium club probes the kitchen for fresh hits, I slip into the Victorian wing to roll audio. Greg finishes his segment and joins me seconds later. What our recorders pick up next flips the night on its head.
I'm going to place that there. I'm going to stand back. Can you leave us a message in there? Place that there. I'm going to stand back. Can you leave us a message in there? Place that there. I'm going to stand back. Can you leave us a message in there? I put it down there and I done a recording on it. When I listen back, it sounds weird, like a female voice. What is that? You think I did like that?
Even got a voice,
But people thought maybe a female, yeah.
Yeah.
People thought maybe a female voice.
That's what it's like, but I think well, it boosted and slowed down
Yeah,
considerably.
come with me over here. I'll show you where we got it. This is for you to talk into here. Okay, can the female step forward if you're still here?
can be the female stepfather who's still here.
Did we just get corrected? Her name is Anne. And who's the male voice spelling it out for us? Anne Balcarres, Stuart Alston Mingus, born 1822, married Sir Robert Mingus in 1846, and ruled these halls as Lady of Castle Mingus until her death in 1878. Locals still call her the castle's guardian, and tonight it sounds like she's eager to claim the title in person.
I lied about the step. I fell on the door.
Did you fell? Right, could you play that again? They all think it says he killed me or... He killed me.
Yeah.
Greg rewinds the DR60 and a gravel voice confession spills out. They killed me. But who's speaking? A wounded Jacobite soldier reliving his last stand, or someone tied to Lady Anne's own tragedy? With that question hanging in the air, we head straight back to the kitchen hotspot to relink with the premium team. And the moment we cross the threshold, something utterly unexpected greets us. Returning from our eventful livestream sessions where we captured some incredible EVPs from Castle Mingus, I was met with a sign falling from above. A door. You can see it in the footage. Was it accidentally knocked earlier, or was it a spirit trying to get our attention?
So that's just fallen, which would have been there. It's actually, when I've looked, it actually fell that way to there.
Oh wow, okay.
By now the castle feels wired, activity erupting in every wing. A sign crashes to the floor right where the REM pod screamed earlier. In the Victorian wing, a woman whispers in the dark, while something heavy paces the rooms overhead. Meters spike, boxes chime, and a disembodied voice confesses, "They killed me." Whatever haunts Castle Mingus is no longer shy, and we still have the pink room to face. Time to regroup. We rally in the pink room, Lee Dunn taking point, to see which spirits will step into this lavish hall, and which might trail the satellite teams we've dispatched through the castle's darker corners, feeding us data from the shadows.
Our second question, we want to know about the story of the soldiers. Killed.
Paul. So that painting that's above your head there, that's Anne. She's suspected to be the female potentially that's seen here, or one of them at least.
She's the lady that's seen that.
Next, we wheel in the crown jewel of our ITC toolkit, Frank Sumption's Box 153, one of only 180 ever built. Just raw radio chaos tuned for the other side. If any spirit here wants a voice, this box is their microphone.
I know you.
Bring a look.
Listen.
While the pink room crackles with chatter, John White and New Zealand guest John Childs are rolling in the attic, and they hit gold. 2 back-to-back EVPs, crystal clear, a clipped wow, and an officer sharp. Here we are. Could these be soldiers answering the very questions Lee just asked below? Listen for yourself.
Is there any spirits up here? Could you make yourself known? Wow. Is there any spirits up here? Could you make yourself known? Wow.
Spirit, can you tell us how many of you are up here? Are you soldiers? Spirit, can you tell us how many of you are up here? Are you soldiers?
Let's stitch the night together. It opened with that heavy dragging above the vaults, an empty pink room scuffing its floorboards while we stood below. Seconds later, the tri-field leapt, half scale dropping to 0, then surging again. As the ITC screen flashed, "I'm hiding." In the corridor, an unmanned music box chimed perfect notes. In the Victorian wing, a male whisper set the record straight. "Her name is Anne." Greg's DR-60 fired back with a dying declaration. "They killed me." But the creme is the female voice captured exactly where she is experienced. And she said to us, "Put it down." And in the attic, John and John captured the show stoppers. A breathless wow, followed by an officer crisp. Here we are. Multiple voices, multiple locations, multiple devices, all converging to paint a single picture. Castle Menzies isn't just haunted, it's conversational. And with every session we dig, the dialogue gets louder. We've only skimmed the surface. Kirsten, Carol, Scott, Lizzie, Lynn, Tracy, and our entire online crew are already dissecting hours of raw footage and audio inside the premium hub. More files, more anomalies, more theories dropping every day. We'll be back at Castle Menzies in a few weeks. Livestream on-site, all senses blazing. Subscribe, follow, or join the premium club and help us crack one of Scotland's most compelling hauntings.